You've been asking for 106 days for an SR-72 in a Flyout. Now, this is my attempt at an SR-72, and quite honestly, it is not very good. It doesn't work very well, it doesn't fly very fast, and I would say the shape just isn't quite right. I will show you guys it trying to fly, but today, the video isn't going to be about this, it's going to be about building some sort of passenger jet. Anyway, let's go ahead and get on with it, shall we? Okay, so it's been a little while since I've actually built this thing, but let's go ahead and try and take off with it anyway, and we'll see if it does actually fly. I believe the way we built this is we have some quite big engines, as you guys can see, quite big normal engines, and then within there we've actually added some ramjets to hopefully make it a little bit nicer. But as you guys can see, it can't really take off properly, and it struggles like crazy. So yes, we have got up into the sky, and we can't really control it. So, yes, doesn't really work too well. Also, I wasn't thinking about it at the time, but yes, this thing is actually very loud too. But, yeah, overall, I mean, I feel like I got the shape somewhat down, a little bit, but at the same time, building something that isn't real, I guess I have a lot of leeway. But, yeah, this was actually kind of challenging. I didn't do a very good job, as you guys can see. But yes, let's go ahead and get on with today's build, which is going to be a little, I guess, jet airliner thing? I don't know. We'll see. Okay, so, I'm not entirely sure how we're going to go about doing this, but let's go ahead and try. So, we'll go ahead and start with a procedural fuselage. Here we go, something like this. That is pretty awesome. We're probably going to leave it about this size, and hopefully we can actually fit a pilot or two in there. I'm assuming we will be able to, but I don't know. Anyway, that's going to be the body at the back. We're going to go ahead and have to have the pilots situated somewhere within this, obviously. And yeah, we're going to have to sort that out. I don't know how this is going to go, but let's try. Okay, so to begin with, let's go ahead and actually extend this guy backwards, I suppose. So extrude this, send it backwards like this. Quite a distance. As that's happening, I guess we're going to leave it the same size. That's okay. Let's go ahead and extrude it again, extend it backwards. From there, we're going to go ahead and make it smaller, 0.7, and also 0.7, I guess, there you go. We'll raise this up, there we go, and we'll actually send it backwards a little bit too. There we go. That doesn't look terrible, so we'll continue. Let's go ahead and send this guy backwards. This is going to be 0.4. Yes, it gets a lot smaller, a lot quicker, but that's fine. We'll go ahead and extend this guy upwards too, extend it, send it backwards, 0.1, there you go, and 0.1, there we go as well. Excellent, so that's going to be extended even further backwards to about there, and honestly, I think that looks pretty good. Yeah, I might bring this backwards to about here so it looks like it works. Extend this, 0, 0, and there we go, we can leave it just like that. That looks pretty cool, yeah. Okay, so towards the front, I feel like we are going to have some challenges here. It is worth mentioning, I haven't really played this game an awful lot recently, but that's okay. So extend it out here, there we go. We are going to go ahead and do a mirror on both the X and, oh, you know, just the X. We're going to go ahead and send this guy down like this, which is kind of crazy, but I think it'll work out. So go ahead and keep sending this down. There we go, send this guy down to there. And so far, I mean, I think that looks pretty good. What we'll do is for the X, we'll actually bring it down to 0.8. So it's a little bit skinnier. And we'll extrude it again, send it forwards. And then we'll go back to like a circle. I don't know how that's going to work, but yes. Let's go back to here, copy it, move it forwards, paste it in there, apply. Make it a lot smaller, 0.5, I guess. And 0.5 right there. There we go. Send this down. Just like so. Yes, I think. Question mark. Extrude it again. Send it forwards. Make this something like 0.3 and 0.3. And we'll keep it going. Yeah. Overall, I think this is going to work out fine, but I don't know. Alright, send this forwards to there. Bring this out a little bit. Extrude it again. This is going to be 0.1. There we go. And 0.1 again. There we go. Extrude it again. Bring it forwards. 0 and 0, bosh. There we go. Okay, is that okay? I think it does look fine. So we might keep it. Sure. Okay, so my main issues right here is obviously we have to add some glass into this thing, and I'm not sure how we're going to go about doing that. So, let's go to vertexes. Yes, we're going to grab this guy, and this guy, and this guy, and this guy. It is mirrored, so that's fine. We're going to drop these guys backwards and also down. There's no undo button. Maybe that guy as well. Backwards too. There we go. I mean, I feel like that's kind of strange, but sure. We'll then grab this guy, and this guy, and send those out. We'll drop this one, and this one, and this one down a little bit. Bring it out this way a little bit more. And then we'll drop this guy down as well. And bring it this way a little bit too. Okay, is that strange? It is a little bit. It is a little bit. Sure. So, let's go to assign material, go to glass, do this all the way across the front. There we go, excellent. Very weird, don't get me wrong, that is very strange. But at the same time, we can work this out, I think. Maybe. So, grab this guy, oh, maybe this guy, send those guys backwards to there. Drag this one even further backwards to here, but bring it upwards. I guess, there we go. Drag this guy backwards, also bring it upwards. Drag this guy this way, I think. I don't really know, guys. I'm struggling. This one could come backwards to there. This one could come backwards to here. And I think that looks okay. Maybe. It looks okay, maybe. Alright, so we're going to go ahead and assign more glass to these pieces right here. There we go. We're going to do it to these guys on this side too. And we're going to have to sort it out from there. So, if we go to default, assign material, do this and this. There we go. If I can make those skinnier, that would be great. And then we need to actually add a loop or something like that. And then we can make this look even better, I guess. It is worth mentioning, I haven't played this game very much recently. So this is my first build in a long time. Yeah, I'm just going with the flow. We'll see what we can do. Alright, so, let's go ahead and stop assigning materials. There we go. We are actually going to go ahead and go to this guy. We're going to try and drag each and every one of these guys at the bottom upwards, just like so. Yeah, I don't think that looks terrible. We're then going to try and grab these guys as well, and send it all backwards. Just a little bit like this. There you go. That might look a little bit weird to begin with, but it's not bad. At least I don't think so anyway. It looks weird. It does. It looks very weird. Anyway, let's go ahead and send this guy inwards. We'll also bring it out to here. We'll then go backwards to this one. And we'll squidge these guys together too. There you go. I need to mirror it, unfortunately. That's fine. So do this guy into there as well. There we go. Maybe bring them upwards slightly so that they sort of fit a little bit better. And I guess that'll be okay. It's weird looking, but I think it'll be fine. Okay, next thing I'm going to do is actually grab this guy, and I'm going to do this. Hey, there you go. Mirror it on both sides if we can. Grab this guy again, do this forwards. Do the same thing right here, and at the back at the top, we're going to go ahead and do this. Okay, that might look very weird. In fact, it really does. But that's what we've got. That's what we've got, I suppose. Okay, so what I wouldn't mind doing is actually trying to fix this piece into a better location. So actually bringing it forwards and dragging it down a little bit like this. Drag this guy down and forwards a little bit too. I guess the same with this one. It sort of just needs to go into a better location. So we're going to bring this way and down as well. Bring it forwards a little bit more. Drag it down a little bit more. And I think that looks a lot nicer than it did. Just because we've now got this top piece. I think that looks way better, actually. From there, we're going to go and drag these guys backwards. Here we go, just like this. And I'm hoping that that makes things look a little bit nicer, which, honestly, I think it sort of does. Yeah, that doesn't look terrible. From the front, it looks pretty bad, but that's not terrible either. So if we go to this, we open fuselage, we go to this guy. Maybe actually it's this guy. There we go. We grab these ones and we actually send them out to the side a little bit more. We'll actually have more of a rounded off area where it should look better, to be honest. So if we do this forwards a little bit more, we grab each of these and we actually extend those forwards. Then we can do this one. And there we go. I think that looks way better than it did. And I don't think that's a problem. Okay, cool. We'll go with it. Alright guys, so the next thing that I want to do is actually go to lift. There we go. These are new. Okay, what is this? Oh, that is way new. Okay, and this one? Oh, that one is new as well. Interesting. We don't want those, we want wings. So we're going to go straight into wings. We are going to be wanting to do this on both sides, so let's do that. We will locate them towards the back of the fuselage. Yes, we do need a leading edge. We need a trailing edge as well. There we go. And now we need to come up with a wing shape that will look right here, because I'm not sure. Not sure what to go with. I'm going to extend these guys inwards. I'm also actually going to make it a lot chunkier towards the inside. And yeah, we're going to have to sort it out as we go out, but that's fine. So extend these guys out to the side. How long is this thing? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 maybe? So we want the wings to be very similar. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11, 12. Yeah, okay, about this size, I think. That'd be good. We're going to go ahead and send these guys backwards like this. Obviously, as we get to the edge of the wing, we're going to want to do this. And I think that's fine. Yeah, I think that'll be okay. It looks pretty weird right now, but I don't mind that. So let's go ahead and try and shrink this guy if we can. There we go, down to there. Go ahead and shrink this guy as well a little bit. That looks cool. Okay, so what we're going to want to do is actually split this wing somewhere around here. The first bit of the wing is going to be a little bit more chunky than the exterior bit of the wing. For reasons. Yeah, for reasons. So we're actually going to go ahead and grab these two, and we're going to send those guys backwards a little bit like this. We're then going to grab everything and send it inwards a little bit more. And then we're going to grab the edge of the wing and send that bit backwards a tiny bit, as well as dragging this guy forwards. There we go. Actually, let's move all of it backwards a tiny touch. And there we go. We're going to have skinny wings. I think that looks sick, actually. That's kind of cool. Alright, cool. So the next thing that we want to do is actually put a bit of a tail on this thing. I don't know whether to do sideways ones there or to have them in the sky. Honestly, having them in the sky seems to make sense to me, so let's go ahead and do that. We will roll it over. Here we go. Yes. 90 degrees, that's fine. We'll put a leading edge on it. We'll put a trailing edge on it because we do need the control surfaces there. And we'll sort it out from there. How is that going to go? I don't know. Yeah, let's go ahead and grab this guy and this guy. Send it backwards like so. Doesn't look terrible, actually, so that's kind of cool. We will actually drag this guy backwards as well. Oh, no. Let's go ahead and split it there. Okay, cool. And we'll have the bottom bit actually go quite far forwards, kind of like this. We'll have this piece actually come upwards, just like that. There we go. We'll have this guy come downwards a tiny touch. And honestly, I don't think that looks terrible. So we might even leave it a lot like that. That looks kind of cool. Yeah, I don't mind it. However, we are actually going to go ahead and push this guy back up to the top. We're going to go ahead and cut this right here. And I now need to actually put more wings up there going out sideways. Okay, so if we are together on this, let's go ahead and attach these guys up here a little bit. Yes, go ahead and push them sort of... Why has it done that? Why did that just happen? It just like moved on its own. Oh, it's moving on its own. That's really weird. Alright, there we go. I mean, they are somewhat in the same place again, but that's really odd, the fact that that was doing that, but sure. So these guys aren't quite the same anymore because the game isn't mirroring correctly, but that's okay. Right, let's go with these guys. Drag them backwards. Whoa, I didn't manage to grab both, but that's fine. Go ahead and do this and this. We are going to shrink these guys because there's no point in them being that chunky, so there we go. And then all of it is going to be made a lot smaller. So we're going to go with this backwards to about there. There we go. These guys are obviously going to come forwards because there's no point in them being all the way back there. Just like this. And I would like to move them upwards, but we can't really do that, I don't think. So we'll move these guys backwards a little bit more. We'll make them a little bit smaller, just a little bit. And I think that'll be fine. I do. I think that'll be okay. I'm actually going to go ahead and do this as well, just a little bit. And there we go. That looks cool. Our aircraft looks kind of awesome at the minute. Alright, so the next thing I'm going to do then is actually give these guys inputs, I guess. Add a response. This is going to be pitch. Okay, on the other side, presumably we can do that. I can't actually seem to click on this piece. It's really annoying. Alright, never mind. Well, this bit is going to be roll, so let's go ahead and do that. There you go, roll. Which presumably this one is as well. And then this guy right here is going to be flaps. So let's do that as well. There we go. So hopefully that's okay. We're then going to go to this guy. And that is going to be our yaw. There we go. So hopefully all of that is controllable and does actually work. I'm not sure. We now need some landing gear and also some engines, and then hopefully we can do a test flight. Okay, so the landing gear we're going to use is just this. We only want one at the front. If you hold X, it will go in the location right in the center, so that's good. We are going to lift this up slightly, and I'd actually like to make it a little bit shorter, because why not? I'd then actually like to copy that, and we'd have the same thing further backwards. But obviously, underneath in the wings, here we go. Just, whoa, that's not central. It says it's mirroring, but like that isn't in the middle. That's just not in the center. Hang on. What's going on here? There we go. Right, I've moved it over. Maybe that'll help. So we grab this, and yes, now it is okay. All right, cool. So yeah, we're going to go ahead and put those guys down there. I might actually move them backwards slightly. So let's do this back here. We will raise them up slightly as well. There we go. And I think we'll have to increase the height of them a little bit too, just so that it sort of works out correctly. Otherwise, we'll have issues. So there we go. Honestly, that looks okay to me. So we'll have them retract. And I guess the direction doesn't matter too much right now. Oh, no, it does. We'll have them go inwards, obviously. There we go. And then this one will retract as well. Yes, there we go. And then this one obviously has to retract too, so we'll just do this. Bosh, there you go. It retracts into the actual aircraft. Very nice. The last thing that we need is engines. So let's go ahead and add some of those. Okay, so I'm assuming that using jet engines is okay. I kind of want to add them above the wings, just like this, which is kind of strange, but I believe there is a Honda jet that does this. So that is where we're going to try and put them. A little bit further backwards, just like that. And they are going to be around that size. So I don't think we need to change them very much. They will have afterburners. There you go. And the afterburners will look nicer than that, so we'll go with these. Yeah, alright, cool. I don't think it makes sense to have afterburners, but sure, why not? Okay, here we go. So we've got a fuselage piece right here. Let's go ahead and try and put it central on there. I don't know what size this needs to be, but let's go with like 0.35. I think that's about the right height. 0.35 right there as well. And we need to do that at the front. So 0.35 right there and 0.35 right here. Okay, cool. That is looking interesting. That is looking interesting. Let's go ahead and drop this down so that it's somewhat central. It looks quite good. All right, cool. Let's go ahead and bring it backwards a little bit. And we'll have it fit. So extrude this piece. Is that working? I think I might have done it twice. Yeah, I have. Right, let's delete this piece if we can. Delete segment. There we go. So this guy is going to come backwards and actually go down to the right size, which is like 0.27 or something like that. This one, 0.27. There we go. And I think that is about right. Let's go with 0.26, actually. There we go. Same on this one. There we go. Excellent. And then we're going to go to the front. And we're going to have to do a similar thing. But we're going to start back here. So extrude. Bring it forwards to here. 0.26. There we go. And 0.26 on this one. There we go. We've got some jet engines located on the wings. And they actually look kind of cool. I don't mind those. For some reason, I can't lower the camera down any further than this. So I'm actually going to go ahead and put these guys so they look like they're merged with the wings. They're just going to rest on the wings, which is a little bit odd. But yeah, I think that's fine. Okay, cool. Yeah, are we ready to see if this thing will take off? I guess there's one more thing we need to do. Let's go ahead and get a fuel tank and we'll whack it on the inside. Here we go. So if I could go in. Oh wait, yeah. Sorry, the camera is fine. I'm just not using it very well. Okay. Let's go ahead and put it on the top actually for now. We will add fuel to it and then we'll stretch it and hopefully that'll be okay. So, stretchies. Let's go ahead and do that. Here we go. Whoosh. Go ahead and stretch it upwards. Stretch it outwards a little bit too. There we go. And then the rest of the fuel can actually go in the wing or whatever. So attach that onto there. That looks so weird, but sure. Drop it down and in. There we go. And the wings themselves are also going to be full of fuel, I think. So fuel tank there. Cool. Fuel tank's already in on this side. We're ready to go. How weird. Let's save it as jet or something. Here we go. So, civil jet, sure. And let's go. Okay, so yes, it looks a little bit weird. It does indeed. However, it is running, which is nice. Do our ailerons, does anything work? None of our control surfaces seem to be doing anything. So that's not amazing, but our jet engine is pushing us forwards. Okay, yeah, we need those to work. So, I don't know why they weren't working though, is the issue. So it says pitch. Default value 0. Range -22, okay. Yeah, that should be fine then. I don't know why it's not working. Pitch? Why is it just saying 0? 1? Add responses, pitch, 1, I think. I mean, I don't know how this works. I've not actually used this before. Roll? -1? I don't really know. Sure, and then this can be like 0, but we'll do that to like 0.5, sure. And on this side, we'll do flaps to 0.5 as well. Okay, yeah, this isn't something that I've actually used before, because the game has been updated since I last played. So we now need to see if we can do the control surfaces. Which is different to before. And honestly, they are working. They're working like a very, very, very tiny amount. And I don't really get it. Yeah, I don't know why. Okay, so I believe I've got it all working now. You can definitely see the difference between these two pitches. It's really annoying because there's like a little gap there. But that's just because of the way that it spawned. But anyway, let's go ahead and see if we can get this thing into the air, at least. The yaw is inverted. That's kind of annoying, but sure. Here we go. Yeah, we'll try and get it into the sky, and we'll go from there. I'm assuming this will work. Alright, here we go. Let's pitch up. Wait, actually, how do flaps work again? I can't remember. Oh, there we go. We're in the sky. Excellent. Landing gear up. Fantastic. And we are flying the beast. Woo! Nice! Yeah! Oh, that's so weird. It is really, really strange. Obviously, we could work on an interior. We could work on adding some little windows to the sides. That isn't really something I want to do. Also, it's very loud. Okay, so I just set the autopilot, and it just decided to try and murder us. And the main reason for that is because my control surfaces are actually inverted. A lot of them anyway. So the roll is completely wrong and the yaw is completely wrong too. However, it is flying and it is totally working, which is awesome. I wasn't expecting this. I really wasn't expecting it to work. But yeah, I think as we play it more and as we get a little bit more accustomed to the controls and stuff like that, I do think I will start making some better aircraft than this. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below what you guys think of this thing, whether I should continue and try and make some better things in the future, or whether I should stop playing the game, because honestly, maybe that is an option too. But yeah, this is kind of cool. I think we've done something somewhat alright. Also, it says in the bottom left that the fuel supply will last it about an hour and 10 minutes. And we are afterburning right now. So if we go ahead and go lower than afterburner, 3 hours and 12 minutes of fuel. That's awesome. That is really, really cool. Going 170 miles an hour? Not terrible. Anyway, for now, thank you guys very much for watching. Sorry that the SR-72 sort of doesn't work. I might try and attempt to do that again in the future when I know a little bit more about the game, whether I can play it a little bit better. I'm not sure. But for now, thanks for watching, guys. See you next time. Goodbye.